And in Arkansas, as a farmer here, you want to try to use every resource you can to get by.
Now, if I wanted to start some from an existing vine, how would I do that?
Interesting question. Muscadines, you need to layer them in. So in June, we'd normally leave a sucker on the bottom of the plant. And if I could find one, well, I don't see one, but a shoot somewhere in a foot or so or closer to the ground, and you say this shoot's on the vine something like this here. So you have a shoot coming off the trunk, and you take and dig a little hole right here next to the vine, so you can take this shoot and bend it and put it in the hole in this fashion. You put a piece of string around it and you'd bury it to about right here. And it's always handy to put a little bit of rooting hormone on this tip, or some willow extract.
Really?
So then you bury that, and then it'll root and still attached to the mother. It's not cut away. So it'll root, and then in the fall you can dig it up. And you can make two plants out of muscadines. They have the unique ability to grow backwards. Where a normal grapevine, it won't grow backwards. Then you dig it up, plant your plant, and you have a plant that's true to the mother variety because you did asexual reproduction.
All right. Thank you very much. Did you have any other questions?
That's about it, other than the pruning again. So let's say you have a vine like this, you end up pruning it radically, I heard, right? And then when do you do it?
You prune them after the leaves fall off, and preferably before December the 31st. It's best on muscadines because they like to grow a little bit during the winter in our warmer climate here. So it's really a poor time for a pruning demonstration because the leaves are on and you really have trouble seeing that. But it's extremely important to leave some one-year-old wood to produce fruit. A vine, a grapevine or muscadine, will only produce fruit from a one-year-old wood. That's the way it's designed to grow up trees, and each year it progresses higher and higher and produces fruit on the tips. So it's really important you leave one-year-old wood. Just for an example here, I'm going to remove a few leaves so you can see. This is a cordon. This is a spur point. This spur point has 1, 2, 3 spurs that came off of it. So now it's going to be important to, when this is pruned, to prune off is the ones that are furthest away from the cordon, to remove those and to leave some new shoots like this piece of wood on this spur closest to the cordon, 3 or so buds. And you would remove this long cane as well. So
one-year-old wood.
You have to leave one-year-old wood to be fruitful. And if you leave enough fruitful wood on there, it'll produce enough fruit to control the vigor that muscadines have, this extreme vigor. They're like 5 times more vigorous than a grapevine.
That's cool. Did you have a question?
If the plants have not been pruned for a long time.
And you would have what you call minimal pruning or not pruned, unpruned.
Okay. I can't radically prune them without hurting the plant, can I? I need to go at it slowly? No?
You need to do it in the winter though.
Okay.
And you need to leave some new wood, some of the new wood. So I've seen bushes like this, or muscadine vines, where they've not been pruned and they're just growing all the way to the ground, and
those
they're
are ours.
a giant bush. And I would suggest maybe the first year to take a hedge trimmer and hedge that thing down to bring it up to somewhere a lot of air underneath it, make it breathe. And you can actually go in and remove most of that growth and maybe not get a crop the first year.
Okay.
But I would suggest leaving some new shoots on it somewhere, even if it just looks like Bart Simpson's hair. And they will get real heavy with fruit and fall down, and they'll have to control some of the vigor.
Okay.
Because uncontrolled, the vigor just goes nuts, and you can get into a vegetative cycle, which is dangerous on a vine.
Okay.
Now, Right now those are green muscadines. When are they, how big are they going to get, and when will they be ripe?
That's variety specific. This is noble. It'll get the size of, a dime to a nickel size. And it's one of the later ripening varieties. It'll ripen in here about October 1st.
Oh, okay, in the fall.
And then there's some here, neighbors, obviously different, that says they're Muscadines. And they'll get ripe probably a week or two ahead of the noble. The noble's the one we use in the wineries for making red wines because of the color's extremely stable. It holds its color in the wine.
Nice. And we can get all these wonderful wines. We can get the whole works at your winery, right? At Post Family?
Post Family, we do offer some vines for sale. Limited production. We're not full-time. We make them to replant in our vineyards. When we have extras, we sell them.
And you have grapes, and you even have, I was there last, your own that you've created, right? Patent.
We have created some grapes. We have a new one called Prophecy, and it's Munson's Jaeger number 70, called the Munson, named after Mr. Munson, and it's sexually crossed with Cabernet Sauvignon. So
very nice.
we were in the vineyard and had grape sex, and from that we had a new progeny. So new set of genes in town.
Awesome.
Wow.
Very cool.
And this is one of 700 plants, a seedling, that we liked, and we decided to patent it, and it's called Prophecy.
Prophecy.
Very cool.
Check it out.
And your winery is in Altus, Arkansas?
Altus, Arkansas, where the grapes grow best in Arkansas.
Okay, and you give tours and that kind of thing?
We do tours, tastings,
Wonderful.
and come see a winery in Arkansas. It's where the north meets the south and the east meets the west.
Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate you sharing everything you've done.
Oh, it's fun, Lyle.
All right.